sooner or later, your life is going to blow up. And it's not about what happens, it's about what you do when it happens. Every day we go through life with certain expectations. We know what we think we want, what we need to do, how we should do it, why we should do it. Sometimes we don't know our why. We just do it because we think that's what's expected of us. We go through life, we do these things, we're feeling good, we're getting some results, we're moving closer to our goals or dreams or whatever you want to call it, and out of nowhere, wham, something happens and completely knocks you off course, or it discourages you, or it negates everything you just did. Every day we're faced with pitfalls and landmines. What do I mean by that? Very simple but easy to remember. A pitfall is nothing more than a hidden or unsuspected danger or difficulty. It's unintentional. Nobody said life was going to be easy. Life has its challenges. Life is about trying to anticipate the things that are going to happen or that may get in your way as you're trying to accomplish whatever it is you've set out for. Many of these things you don't see coming, but a lot of them we know that there's something inside, something inherent in us that we know the potentials. We just choose to ignore them because as humans we are inherently optimists. We never think it's going to happen to us. Those bad things, horrible things, tragic things always happen to other people. But as you know, if you've ever attempted anything that involved any kind of risk, pitfalls happen. They're going to happen. And even if this is if you're young and you've just experienced your first one, I can guarantee you it's not going to be your last one. They're inevitable. They're going to happen. So you might as well embrace them. And it shouldn't be a reason that you quit or stop. It's just something that threw you off track a little bit. Maybe you got to go back and reevaluate. Now, the other one, a landmine, that's a little different because a landmine, what's the first thing you think of? They're explosive, they're destructive, but more importantly, you can't see them and they're put there by somebody else intentionally to harm you, to destroy you, to injure you. And they are typically detonated by pressure, also known as a booby trap. There are going to be people that you come across that will smile to your face and ultimately don't want you to succeed. They will encourage you, yet try to sabotage you. They'll try to help you, but not really. They'll go out and try to promote your business in front of your face, but destroy your character behind your back. And I'm sure maybe you just thought of somebody. Maybe you had that experience happen to you. That also is a part of life. Not everybody is going to support you. Not everybody is going to understand you. Not everybody's going to want to take the time to even listen to why you're doing what you're doing or understand it. And that's okay. Everybody's unique. Everybody's their own individual person. And usually the people that aren't supporting you, or your haters, as we can call them, there's usually some kind of envy or jealousy, maybe some resentment because they tried something in the past and it just didn't work out. And that's okay. That should motivate you. I know emotionally it gets hard and it wears you down and you feel violated and you feel betrayed and it just hurts because we all want to be liked. But in this world, it's not going to happen. And the sooner we realize that, the easier it becomes. So here are 3 simple tips that I wanted to share that will help you deal with and or avoid your pitfalls, the unintentional risks or issues or problems that come up that are completely unavoidable, and the landmines that you don't see coming, that are put there by somebody else, that potentially could destroy or kill your dream. Number one, know your goal. Know why you started. Know what you're trying to accomplish. Why are you doing it? Whether it's health, relationship, financial, business, whatever it is, know your goal. Know why you started. Know what you're trying to accomplish, and then simplify the process. We tend to overcommit ourselves to doing things. That's why most New Year's resolutions fail. I want to lose weight, so I'm going to eat, I'm going to diet, I'm going to this, I'm going to this. It's too many things to try to do on a daily basis. Maybe that's improving a relationship, or being a better parent, or building a business, or being more productive at your job, or being a better parent, whatever it is. But you try to do too much too fast, and you're setting yourself up for failure. Simplify your process to maybe 2 or 3 things that you can, need, and will do each and every day, so that you can hold yourself accountable. Maybe share it with somebody that you can trust, a spouse, a partner, whatever, and they can help hold you accountable, so that you can have measurable actions each and every day that are going to produce results. So know your goal, simplify your process. That's number one. Number two, this is very difficult. Limit who you share it with, or limit the people that you allow to be involved in your process. Again, some people are going to support you genuinely. They're going to help you. They're going to encourage you. Other people are going to be detractors. They're going to tell you why it's not going to work, why you shouldn't do it, how they tried it, or how this person did it or didn't do it, and then they failed. So we need to limit who we share it with. And that's very difficult to do because we get excited. We want to encourage people. We want to share it with people. Sure, I've had a lot of people question and tell me not to do these. I enjoy it. I'm trying to do something. I know my goal. I'm trying to simplify my process. I limit who I have involved with me doing this. But when you put yourself out there publicly, whether it's something like this or in business, or people are going to naturally know what you're doing. But it doesn't mean you have to let them in to listen to their opinions or take that personally, or their feedback. If they offer it, you could simply say, thank you very much for sharing that. I'll take that into consideration. So limit who you share it with, or who you involve in your process. Third, the most important thing that you can do with anything that you're doing, trying to accomplish, is break it up into short periods of time, shorter time frames. Meaning, if you know that you want to get from here to here, whether it's in business or weight loss or whatever, break it up into small segments that you can measure. And once you get to that point, if something were to happen, it's not going to blow everything up. If it's from a business standpoint, and you have X amount of dollars to get to an end result, and you throw all your eggs in one basket hoping that it's just going to get you there, and then something happens and you lose everything, well, then you have no way to start over again. So if you know to get from here to here's a 10-step process, you take your resources, maybe divide it up into whatever, and you put a small chunk in, you try it. Then if something goes wrong, well, you lost 10% of your money and you still have 90% to do it again. Same thing with relationships, and you can see where I'm going with that. So break it up into shorter time frames so that you don't lose all of it should something happen. So with our landmines, with our pitfalls, some you're going to see coming, some you're not. And to prevent the damage from happening, remember 3 things. Know your goal, simplify the process, as few steps as possible to not let things waste your time. Number 2, limit who you share your goals and dreams and ambitions with, because not everybody's going to support you. In fact, some people are going to try to sabotage you out of jealousy or greed or envy or hate or whatever. Number 3, once you have your action steps and you know your goal, break it up into shorter time frames so that little accomplishments over time will give you a greater result. But should something happen along the way, you don't lose the entire thing that you've done or what you've accomplished, and you don't have to start over at zero. So as you go through your day, go through your week, keep these in mind. Comment if you agree or disagree. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate if you would subscribe and help spread the word. I would greatly appreciate it. And try to implement this, maybe just for a week, and I guarantee you'll see a difference in how your life begins to move forward. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.